everyone. Welcome to We're Spiraling Again. I'm Amber,
And I'm Claire.
and we've created this podcast as a place for us to spiral out loud.
We're two girls who love to yap about everything and nothing at all. So if you like beating a dead horse and spilling lukewarm tea, then you're in the right place.
Join us each week as we unpack old drama, talk about whatever's on our mind, and crash out about our favorite pop culture topics because we can't be normal about anything.
Speaking of which, we really can't get enough of heated rivalry lately.
That is true. So we'll be talking about a lot of TV shows that we've been
Yep.
watching, like 911,
Pretty Little Liars.
Glee, which I've been watching on repeat since I was 12.
Actually, fun fact about that. When Amber and I first started dating, because we're fiancés, we learned that the original songs episode of Glee is both of our first episodes of Glee that we both watched. So
Yeah, which if you watch
Meant to be.
Glee, you'll know like that is in like the end of season 2. So it's not even like an episode that a lot of people would start with. But
yeah, for our fellow Gleeks out there.
yeah. The Pit, we've been watching. That's currently on TV right now. So if anybody's been watching that when it drops, but we've been really into The Pit.
We have a lot of hot takes about that. So
Well,
you know,
we have a
just
lot of hot
tune
takes
in.
about everything, which is why we're here.
That's why
We have
we're
a
here.
lot to talk about.
What else? Okay. Internet events that really only chronically online people will know about. We'll get into those. Absolutely.
Yeah. So a lot of TikTok, like if you're scrolling through things on TikTok and you see like 500 people made a video like from different POVs of the same event, we'll probably have that to discuss.
Yes. And Twitter discourse, we are very chronically online in that sense. So
Yeah. I'm on Threads as well. I don't know about you. Threads is crazy, especially if you're like in a fan base for
Threads is the wild, wild west.
yeah, especially like for heated rivalry or like any show. Threads is insane.
Yes.
So
Yes.
been on that as well.
Paranormal things and horror movies. We're gonna get into that because that is definitely a passionate subject for us for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys believe in ghosts, but
You should.
we do believe in ghosts. And we've had our fair share of ghost experiences. Well, I think me more than you.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
But that
some.
reminds me, we should talk about aliens too.
Oh, yes, aliens. Well, we just like a lot of like supernatural things. So yeah, we'll be talking about that because those things really interest us and
They may
also
be supernatural, but they are real.
yeah, and
And
they do make us crash out. So we will be discussing them as well.
yes, spiral, crash out, all the good
Yeah,
stuff.
because what do you mean?
Speaking of spiraling and crashing out, we will be discussing our thoughts on organized religion, specifically Christianity. So we'll get into that too.
Yeah, we'll be discussing that as well in videos.
Yes. And then why we're not having kids is something that I think more people need to talk about openly.
Yeah, that's definitely a hot topic, and I feel like we're gonna have a lot of hot takes on that subject. But
Yes.
I feel like that's something we talk about a lot. I feel like a lot of what we're doing with this podcast is talking about things that like we talk about anyway to
Mhm.
each other because we love to just like start a discussion and then 2 hours later we're still talking about the same thing somehow just in our room by ourselves.
And
So
then like a week later, we'll have basically the same discussion.
yes, which is why we said if you love beating a dead horse, because all we do is talk about the same things over and over again, but we find like new things to bring in every time
Yes.
somehow that we
Find new
missed.
intricacies, new little things that we didn't think to talk about before.
Exactly.
And then that opens a new can of worms that just can keep us going for
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. So we'll have a lot of hot takes on this podcast, but hopefully hot takes that people will agree with to some extent. So maybe not that hot, maybe warm.
Yeah, we're not trying to ostracize people. We're actually trying to find other people who kind of get where we're coming from, what we're saying.
Yeah, people who want to listen to us and be like, literally, yes. Like sitting on your computer listening to us and being like, wow, I wish I could join this conversation because I would also be like, yes, beat a dead horse with us.
Yes. I love that. The beating the dead horse community.
But I really hate that saying.
There needs to be something else we can call
Well,
that.
when I looked it up, I was like, you can say flogging a dead horse, which it still mentions a dead horse, so I
That
don't think that's
somehow
better, but
Okay. All right. And then we definitely want to keep this space, more upbeat because the state of the world is just like awful right now. And has been for some time and hopefully will not continue to be, but let's be honest, It will be. So we will be discussing our thoughts and takes on the state of the world and US politics specifically. Because a lot of things need to be discussed. It won't be all we talk about, but it will be discussed thoroughly. So
Yeah, and we're not just coming with like obviously we're coming with our opinions,
mm,
but I feel like especially like when we just talk about politics between us two, we come with a lot of facts, a lot of sources, because that's what we
yeah, I
lead
feel
with.
like when we start to talk about it, it's because we saw something in the news that we're
Yeah, it's
talking
because we've
about.
like read sources and been like, wow, can you believe this?
And I feel like, there are certain
Yeah,
people that can't say that. Like, I read this, this piece in the news, or like I saw this. It's usually just like, someone told me that this happened from their neighbor's cousin's best friend. So,
yeah, but
what are you going to do?
we'll get more into those hot takes
Yeah,
maybe.
that'll be future episodes, but just putting it out there. Um, but yeah, I feel like now that, they kind of know what they're getting themselves into, can we talk about how 2016 was seemingly 10 years ago?
Okay, no, this trend is insane when people are okay, first of all, people on Instagram that are sharing pictures from 2016, they look like they were taken in like 2008.
No, I know.
Like, what was the camera quality, the Instagram filters? Like, 2016 wasn't even that long ago.
It but it was,
Well, no, like, okay, I feel like for you,
which is
maybe it feels like
wild.
it was because, like, well, you can explain where
Oh,
you
yeah,
were in
Amber and I are in
2016.
an age gap relationship. She is
Literally, like, two and a
almost
half years, guys.
yeah, almost 3 years older than
That
I
is
am.
not
And
an
it's
age
very
gap.
controversial, in these days, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
But we
do?
had different 2016 experiences.
Oh, very different. You can if you wanna jump in on what year 2016 was like, because I feel like it's a lot different than mine.
Okay, my 2016, I was a junior in high school, and, um, I'm not gonna lie, I've blocked out and repressed just so many memories from my high school life.
Well, because you didn't go to, like, a real high school.
Yeah, we can also we can also talk about that too. I went to a project-based learning charter school, which if anyone out there can relate, I'm sorry, and there are people out there that support you and are in it with you. But I feel like 2016, I remember, is like really being on Instagram and being like, oh, like other people are living just a much different life than I am.
Mhm.
But it's because it was just like the 2016 makeup, like the messy buns. Was Vine still a thing? Now I
Um,
literally can't remember. Was Vine still a thing?
I don't know. Was
Maybe it
TikTok a thing? Like,
no.
what, like,
Oh no.
Musically?
That was 2018, I'm pretty sure.
When?
When
That
Musically, is
oh, that
that
Musically
what it's
started?
called?
That's what it was called,
That's what it was called?
Musically.
I think
Yeah.
I think that started in 2018,
Okay,
but
I don't
you
remember.
guys can fact check us on that. We
We're
don't
probably
have a whole
wrong.
bunch of research right now. So, but I don't know. But 2016 was applying for college and being a junior and being in the midst of my undiagnosed depression. So that was 2016 for me. What about you?
2016 for me, okay, so I graduated in 2015. So I was already out of high school. I
Mm.
was working a job where I was working 55 hours a week for $250 a week. Is how much I was bringing home, 55 hours. But it was a great job. I love that job. And I was engaged for most of 2015. I mean 2016, and I got married at the end of 2016.
Yep.
I was in a marriage.
Wait,
Um,
you were married?
I was.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. So,
No, I was married, and what you're talking about with like the 2016 makeup and everything, that was me. That was me because
that's
watching the
right.
beauty gurus on YouTube. Who I don't even know who was like in 2016 though.
Yeah,
James
actually, this isn't
Charles.
even your like first like foray
Oh my
into
god,
this.
am I gonna
Like,
get demonetized if I say James Charles?
what was that? Goodbye, Sister.
When was that? No, that was like 2018 or 2019. That was when I lived in North Carolina. So that was later, but I think like James Charles was big, Jaclyn
Mhm.
Hill was big in 2016. So I definitely was doing like the full glam smoky eye.
Yeah, because you were on YouTube.
Yeah, but also I was going to my job as a nanny,
Well,
my full glam smoky eye.
if if Amber had been able to dedicate all of her time to YouTube, she could have been as big as all of those guys.
Oh, I loved YouTube.
She could have been like the it girl of the makeup community. We
Y
don't know.
Yeah, I would the okay, my videos, like, I started with making you makeup videos. Those videos were terrible because I was in my bedroom at my house that didn't have a window. Also, I think that's illegal, so I don't know if I should say that. It was torn down, so it doesn't exist anymore. But my bedroom didn't have a window, and so the lighting, as you can imagine, god awful. It was just overhead lighting, and I didn't have lights or anything. So I was just doing my makeup and filming on my, phone. Yeah, I had an iPhone. Filming on my phone like this.
I thought you had a camera.
I did later,
Oh,
but
okay.
my first
Not in
first
the
of all, the
beginning.
very first YouTube video I uploaded was the Jaclyn Hill Fall Favorites tag. And I started the video by saying, "I wasn't tagged in this." As if people were gonna get confused and think Jaclyn Hill tagged me to do her challenge. That was my first video ever.
Wow.
But what are you gonna do? I did it, and I showed everyone my candle and my sweater. Whatever.
It I mean, I feel like when people talk about 2016, it's like well, people talk about like the like most of the year was like a really great year and
Mhm.
like bring us back to like 2016 and like those kind of vibes and
Right.
those energy,
Yeah.
that energy, whatever.
There's
Okay.
energy.
Those energy.
Um, yeah,
But
no, I feel like people are like, "We're so full of life back then."
was that not also the year of the clowns showing up everywhere?
Oh my god, was it?
Was that the year of the clowns? I don't okay, because that happened I feel that didn't happen on the West Coast. Did that happen like
Are you sure? The
no, I'm
clowns?
not sure.
I think it did. I feel
I
like it
remember
probably
them
happened near
popping up out
us.
of the woods, and we don't have like a lot of
Well, yeah, we don't have
but like in
woods.
like the SoCal area, like
Mhm.
the metro okay. The metropolitan Mesopotamia, the metropolitan
The
areas of
Neapolitan.
SoCal. Yeah, we don't have a lot of woods. So I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was like Midwest or East Coast or something. But I do remember there like being killer clowns or like scary clowns.
Okay, but I feel like it did happen at some time in like some place in California because I feel like I remember people being really scared. Like people that I went to high school with were like posting on their social
Oh,
medias,
so
and I was
maybe they
like,
were just popping up
no,
everywhere,
I was like, am I at risk? I don't know.
all over.
I guess so. Who's to say?
I don't know. 2016 was just a year of great music for sure. I feel like I can't remember off the top of my head because I'm so bad at remembering the year music came out.
Oh no, I
But why do I
can't.
feel like this could have been 2015 or even 2014, but why do I feel like Clarity was that Zed?
No, that wait, actually, when did Glee premiere? Everything ties back to Glee. They did Clarity and Glee, and if I could remember what year
Why
they
do I
did.
feel like that was like my theme song of 2016, but it's possible it did not come out in
No,
2016.
I think you're right because I have distinct memories of driving up to Riverside County to visit
Mhm.
my friend, listening to Clarity, the Glee version, in the car, and
Okay.
that would have only been in 2016
So
because
then
that's when I started driving.
yeah.
Just jumping in to clear up the misinformation that we are spreading, Clarity did indeed not come out in 2016. It actually came out in 2012, so we were pretty far off. Back to the video.
So then we had some really you know what? I also feel like oh my god, Ariana Grande one last time.
Jumping in again to say that One Last Time also did not come out in 2016. It came out in 2014. So we are getting closer, but still no cigar. Oh my god,
Was that
Ariana Grande, everything.
2016?
When did like God is a Woman? When did all those come out? Jumping in one last time to say that God is a Woman also did not come out in 2016. It came out in 2018. So we are 0 for 3.
All I know,
That
okay.
had to be all
Well,
around
Ariana's
2016.
been just producing like bops for
Oh
years.
yeah.
But I feel like specifically in 2016, we got some like really good ones that I still listen to this day.
Yeah.
And I feel like one last time comes to mind. But again, it's possible these came out earlier and I just listened to them a bunch that year and they became the soundtracks of 2016 for me.
Yeah, because why do I feel like why do I feel like Clarity was in Glee in like season 4, which I think would have came out in like 2013, I think. Maybe
That
2014.
sounds right because that was when Rachel had those really bad highlights, right?
Yeah, when she went to New York
Yes.
and she got crazy because she wanted to be like hot or something.
That was that the new Rachel?
Yeah, because that's when she
Yes.
did the no, that was was that season 5? When she did
Oh.
the Britney Spears and she did the song to Kate Hudson's character to just like show her that she was hot. I was like, why are you showing your teacher that you're hot?
I'm exposing my lack of Glee knowledge. I am a Gleek, but she's the
No,
one
no,
that
listen,
knows
listen. I
all
had
of the
like I
things.
had Glee Twitter accounts. I was all over that fan base. It was my literal entire life from 8th grade to like 11th grade.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? It was a special show,
I
that show.
think Glee, it gets you at some point. Like if you were in high school and you had even just a little baby toe into theater or show choir,
Mhm.
you just Glee, you got swept up in it
Oh,
at
yeah.
some point. Like Glee was gonna come for you. Like it's a matter of time, really. So
Yeah, no, it's true. I remember I stopped watching Glee, like, before it ended. I stopped watching in, like, season 4 because all the new people came in and it just kind of got over it.
yeah.
And I was just kinda, like, aging out of it a little bit. And then I went back years later as a fully grown adult, and I finished the show, and, when I watched the last episode, I just bawled my eyes out for, like, hours. I was as a full grown adult. But it was like my childhood was ending. It was, like, coming to a close,
Yeah.
even though I was a full grown adult.
It's hard to end a show that has just like been with you for so long.
Yeah.
And see, maybe that's another example of how like we can't be normal about anything. But like when I finish a show that means a lot to me, it's like I've lost a family.
Oh, we take everything so seriously.
So it's 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 kind of scary actually. I'm like, those aren't real people, but I'm like, they are to me.
No, they are. But
I
isn't it good to be passionate about things? Isn't
yeah,
that like a positive to have passions?
yeah. I mean,
Sorry, I had a
I
burp.
do want to be clear that like I don't think that we take it to like a level of being parasocial.
Oh no, never.
Okay?
Oh,
Because
because like
that's a big distinction that I think it's important that we make.
we've been like I don't know if everyone's been keeping up with what's been happening with heated rivalry
Mhm.
cast
Mhm.
members. That's been extremely parasocial and really like again, people always use the phrase like please like go outside and touch grass.
Mhm.
And I feel like I don't use that very often, but when it comes to the way that these people are obsessing over these boys and obsessing
Right.
over these boys' personal lives, it's
Right.
like, oh no, no, no. Go outside and touch grass.
Because we can't be normal about things in the sense that like we can't be like a normal level of like passionate or
Right.
like a normal level of interest.
Hmm.
We just become like just totally like entranced in the world of whatever thing we're currently obsessing about. But we're normal about the fact that like there are characters and then there are real people playing those characters.
Right.
And it's like one thing to be passionate about like the characters and the world building.
Hmm.
And then it's another thing to be psycho cuckoo bananas
Right.
about the real life actors who play them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah. So
mhm.
we're not gonna be like creepy. We're not gonna be like weird like that. We're just passionate about like the storylines and like and how much we love these characters, but I'm not like harassing them.
I feel like I do have to make a confession though, because
Oh
I
my
feel
god,
like
are you
there
harassing someone?
no, I
Okay.
just feel like in terms of like being parasocial and being like a little bit weird, like I did at one time believe the Gaylor conspiracies.
Oh my god, you're gonna get us canceled. It's our first
No,
episode.
because listen, I feel like it's important to be honest with the people and just let them know that like I'm not who I once was.
Yeah, like we have to be honest about like times we've gone too far. So
Yes.
they know that we don't do that
But I
anymore.
also it's important to know I was a Gaylor in my own head. I wasn't a Gaylor online. I wasn't trying to, stoke the flames or actively feed into the conspiracies. I just was doing a lot of research. And I was like, this kind of adds up. Looking back on it
We said
now,
hairpin trigger.
okay,
Some of those
it's that
lyrics.
one video that got me where they're doing the behind the scenes of the Me music video. And she's
Oh,
like,
she's
things that make me me, cowboy boots, dancing, gay pride,
it's like
blah, blah, blah. And I said,
she said rewind.
what?
No.
But
There's things.
okay, there are things, but also, like, again, it was just me. I wasn't out here speculating on the daily or like basically making it seem like, oh no, like she is gay.
I wasn't
She
like
is
tagging her in
bi.
comments being
She's like,
like,
but she's
admit your relationship
no,
with she who shall not be named. Like
I wasn't like she's deceiving us all.
right.
Right? Like she's queer baiting. I wasn't saying any
You're
of
like, I
that.
can't listen to her anymore. I can't support her anymore if she keeps
Right.
queer baiting us.
Right.
I think I don't think she's queer baiting us as much as we're just like reading into a
I
lot of
think it's
things.
possible. Well, I think like different people are going to have different interpretations of the things that they're reading, watching, listening to. And I think, if you are queer yourself, then you're just going to,
I feel like you just pick up on it
yeah, you're
everywhere
going to pick out some things.
in like all media because you're like, oh my God,
right.
I'm being represented. It's like,
Right.
no, you're not.
But yeah, I just had to put that
Buddy.
out there because it's like, it did happen, but I wasn't out there on Beyonce's internet just, saying some stuff because that's not what I believe in my heart. And to this day, I really haven't, been doing anything on the internet that's like these characters, the actors that play them, I know some stuff about them.
Oh
I
no.
have some theories that are probably true, okay? We keep it to ourselves. And now we're going to talk about it with you guys, but again, like just I feel like in a fairly normal way.
Oh yeah, like as a kid on my Glee Twitter, I would like tag Diana and be like, "Oh, I love this scene that you did in the episode last night." Like we're not doing things like that, okay? I'm not like communicating with these actors thinking they're
Right.
gonna read it and be like, "Oh my God, Amber, my biggest fan, I love her."
Yeah, we're not adding anyone.
Oh no. Oh, never would I. I'm not even tweeting anything myself. If I'm
No.
sharing anything, it's like I'm like reposting a TikTok or something.
When we talk politics, we will at people. I'm not
Well,
afraid to do that. That's different.
in the video,
Huh?
like just like say like at, or you're saying like we'll say their names,
Just like their names.
Oh, okay.
Like I tag them in like the description.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
in the comments.
Or like at this person. If you're
like,
if you're
hey,
watching,
watch this podcast from these two girls that you have never heard of before.
And no one else has ever heard of either.
Exactly. No, but I do think that, there's an important distinction between, people who are in office and are there to serve, right? And they are a public figure. Exactly. Whereas like, there is a conversation to be had about the role that celebrities have in, saying certain things or just like bringing attention to a cause, things like that. But politicians, I'm always going to call them out when they're not doing what they should be or they're just being bad people, of which there are many, because they're literally there to serve, to help us, the people that supposedly voted them in. Although voting can only do so much.
If you're
Can only do so much. But yeah, I feel like that is probably a good taste of what this whole shebang is going to be.
Yeah, just gonna be two girls riffing.
Riffing, rapping
about whatever's on our mind that week.
If
Honestly,
you're
that
lucky,
specific moment.
We'll sing a little ditty.
Oh, I love to sing a ditty.
I don't know.
Maybe
we'll take requests.
Oh my gosh, leave them down below.
Yeah. What else? Like, share, subscribe.
We have a Instagram.
Yeah,
where we'll post reels so that all the 60-year-olds will start tuning in.
We'll start a Patreon.
if you're lucky,
when
it's only going to be $30 a month.
5 subscribers, we're going to start a Patreon.
It's only going to be $30 a month, and you'll get no additional content.
You'll get a song.
Oh yeah, 1 song each per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
For $60, it will include a rap verse.
For $100, we'll upload a 5-minute vlog of our day, which is sitting in bed, working.
Yes. And then for what, like 200 flat rate fee, you'll get a picture of our cats.
Oh my God, you'll love it. That's worth it.
I think it's worth it.
I would pay $200 for a picture of our cats. They're precious.
They're your cats, though.
Yeah, that's why I'd pay the money. Is it
Well,
going to them?
it just go back to us. Well,
Oh.
let's be honest. Yeah, it'd go
Their
back
food?
to their
Their
fund.
food, their
For food,
litter.
litter, you know.
Toys. They don't really play
they're
with toys.
spoiled. There's actually, I will leave you all with this. Our youngest, Ollie, she is obsessed with my mom, her grandma, to the point where for Christmas she was gifted a heated cat bed that she just sleeps on for like 20 hours a day, in my mom's office. So, you know, that's
So,
fun.
so she gets to be next to grandma all day
Yes.
and never has to see her stinky moms even once.
Yeah, I think we'll probably have to do a whole episode just dedicated to the cats.
Oh yeah, they're perfect. We have 3.
Yeah, and if you want to hear us talk about anything in particular, just let us know and maybe we'll do it.
Yeah, leave it down below, listeners. But we also listeners, we also have a TikTok.
I think is the name for everything We're Spiraling Pod.
Yeah, or no,
No.
Spiraling Again Pod
Spiraling
is
Again
the
Pod.
like
I don't
handle.
even know.
At Spiraling Again Pod. That's the
Yeah.
handle. And then it just says like We're Spiraling Again Podcast is the name of everything. But yeah, so
Love
we're
it.
just like gonna upload reels for all the 50-year-olds and then TikToks for all the 15-year-olds. We're getting really broad audience to come watch.
So everyone will watch the reel and then they'll be like, okay, this is what's happening, and that'll be like 3 weeks old.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, that video was posted 2 years ago. That's it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're gonna try to be consistent because I know that like you're eventually just gonna be like, when is the next video? Like we have to hear from you guys.
You're gonna be begging for more.
Yeah.
And we just put every week. I don't think as of right now we have an exact date, like day of the week that these are gonna go up. Probably aiming for the middle sometime, which could span
The middle.
Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
Tuesday through Thursday.
Baby,
What did you just say?
why don't you just let me
I thought that's what you were singing, but then I was like, why are you singing that? Because I got it.
See, you already got a little sneak peek
You're
of
in
what
for a
might happen
treat.
again.
But yeah, so we'll be posting sometime 1 episode per week, sometime during the week. So turn your post notifications on.
Oh, is that the bell?
Click the bell.
Click the bell. See, we know how YouTube
Oh,
works.
we're also very, very much just catering to YouTube. But if you're watching this YouTube video, we're also on Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you just want to listen to the audio, if you're like cleaning your house and you don't want to have a YouTube video,
you don't want to see our beautiful faces, that's totally fine.
So if you're on Spotify, what do you just click subscribe to the podcast?
Yeah, that shows.
That's a question for someone who listens to podcasts on Spotify.
We are audio visual people.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, if we're listening to a podcast, we're watching the video version.
Yeah. So I
like
even
to see people when they talk. What?
I don't even really know how Spotify works for podcasts. I think you just click subscribe.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you'll
sorry
get
to
our
our
new
Spotify
videos.
listeners.
But if you're
We'll
an audio
learn.
listener, thank you so much for being here. But we're also on YouTube if you want to check us out on YouTube. And YouTube listeners, thank you so much for being here. But we're also on Spotify if you just want audio.
Hell yeah. Maybe, just maybe, we'll make it to Apple Podcasts, but don't hold your breath.
Maybe, just maybe. Also, leave down below if there's any other podcast platforms that you guys use to like listen to podcasts, and we'll like look into getting on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you choose to spiral with us again in the future. And yeah, we're just super excited to be here, sharing our thoughts, shooting the shit. Ooh.
It's okay. It's the end of the video, so we won't get demonetized. As if we're monetized, we have no videos.
We actually, you don't know how much restraint I had in that video. I like to say bad words a lot. Sorry. What are you gonna do?
We'll bleep them. I'm just kidding. No,
we're not gonna bleep them.
That was a joke.
But it's
we're
fun
adults
sometimes. Yeah.
What?
We're adults. Bad words are fun.
What?
Anyway.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah. Happy Martin Luther Jr. King Day.
Martin Luther Jr. Martin Luther
Jr. King. Is that what I just said? I'm
Martin
only
Luther
half
King
black,
Jr.
So
also, today is Sunday, and by the time you're watching this, it's probably not Monday. So,
well, in the past.
Happy past Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
What did I say?
Martin Luther Jr. King.
He's a junior king.
Aw.
He's a little baby
A
king.
prince? A prince, if you will.
Prince?
No, like a junior king. A
Oh.
prince.
I really do like Prince, though. I like Purple Rain a lot.
Is he alive?
No.
Okay. I was like pretty sure he was gone.
I wish.
I was pretty sure he was
No,
gone,
but he
but I wanted
got
to
to do
confirm.
New Girl before he died.
And that was his one wish.
So that was his one wish.
Yeah, I asked him.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
On that note,
I don't know how we're gonna. Well, see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
that's all, folks.
Bye.
Bye.